Number 1. The Summer I Turned 15, 1976. The story Peter is telling his story about a special summer, when he was invited over to summer holiday from bickering parents, to his aunt and uncle in the country. He's been there before, but this summer was quite one to remember. Number 2. Disobedience, 1981. Luca Manzi is a 14-year-old boy living in the northern Italy Republic of Salo that is governed by fascists. Luca becomes a partisan, but after the end of the war he is disappointed because things don't seem to have changed as he had hoped, and he decides to let himself die. Number 3. In the Mood, 1987. When 15-year-old Sonny Wisecarver has an affair with his older neighbor Francine and then runs off to marry her, a stern judge has the union annulled. Then, when Sonny finds himself before the same judge after getting involved with another woman in her 20s, the publicity from this case makes him the object of affection for millions of young women. Number 4. Loverboy, 1989. Randy Bodick works as a pizza delivery boy at Senor Pizza to make a few extra bucks. Some customers are special, though. When the order is for a pizza with extra anchovies, it means the female customers are looking for some loving. Loverboy's reputation soon makes him very popular. But when Mom Bodick suddenly feels like some extra anchovies, things are looking grim for young Randy. Number 5. The Year of Awakening, 1991. 1948, François Berthaud, an orphan, was a boy in the army. He chose a father to be Julien's boss, who introduced him to boxing, thus allowing him to overcome his fear. He finds love from Lena, his sweet and sensual wife. François' rejection of the sadistic head in Section 4 motivates his dismissal from school. He took part in the Indochina War where his friend Thierry was killed. As an adult, he found Lena, Julien's widow. Number 6. Carmen and Babyface, 1995. Set in 1962, during the Berlin crisis, the film kicks off with the flighty Carmen and her kid brother Adrian, whom she calls Babyface, living blissfully happy lives. Father is a ceramist, mom a generous, life-embracing Mother Earth character, and they live cozily. Their happiness comes abruptly to an end when their parents acrimoniously separate and Dad runs off with his female apprentice. Number 7. Star Maps, 1997. Carlos dreams of becoming an actor, but Pepe, his old man, won't have it. Instead of pursuing his dreams, Carlos will work in the more practical family business, male prostitution. Carlos joins the ranks of hustlers on the streets of Los Angeles, pretending to sell maps to the stars' homes. After a soap opera actress hires him for his services, she persuades the show's producers to allow Carlos a small role. Then Carlos watches his dream become a nightmare. Number 8. Backdoor, 2000. Athens 1966, Dimitris, 13, unexpectedly loses his father. Seeing his pampered mother collapse, the boy gets carried away and decides to skip childhood in order to stand by her. When he feels ready, he has to claim his mother back from an up-and-coming star of the military regime. A brutal coming-of-age story, where Dimitris reacts in vengeance, changing thus the course of Greek history. Number 9. Clement, 2001. Marion is a hot-headed, free-spirited woman, carefree and uncompromising, as if the teenager in her had not quite disappeared. At her godson's birthday, she meets Clement, a captivating, provocative teenage child. They begin to play a game of seduction. Then turmoil sets in, followed by desire and suddenly, passionate love. Number 10. Brief Crossing, 2001. During a crossing of the Channel, the passion between a young Frenchman of 15 years and an Englishwoman of 30 years. Work commissioned by the cultural channel Arte. This film is part of the Masculine, Feminine collection comprising the films of 10 directors.